The world is changed, and
more about it. Trying to figure out
much
how to
that once
start
was
connecting.
is lost, for none now live who remember it. But something happened then Cal did not intend.
Alright, so I've been sick for the past couple days, and I am not feeling that great today, to be honest. But I also have this app idea that I came up with a few days ago, and I haven't really been able to stop thinking about it, so I feel like I have to start trying to build it. And so this is not me trying to be like dramatic or anything, but it's genuinely like I've been realizing just in this past 2 weeks, I don't remember things like because I came up with this app. So, like I said, I haven't been programming in almost 2 years, as in not a single line of code in almost 2 years. Let's just say I'm a bit rusty. And this is real time, by the way. Me trying to remember how to even write down a list of requirements for the app. So this will be a challenge. Also, since this is a time tracking app, I thought it would be fitting to add a timer and track how much time I will spend building this app. Alright, I think maybe one of the better ways to do this is to start looking at like how do I want the data to be saved in the app. If I figure out how I want the data to save, I can kind of see what I need for each thing that I need in the app. I'm sick and I'm just lost. So what's happening here is I'm basically questioning everything, just trying my hardest to figure out or remember if there's something kind of essential that I'm missing. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to ask ChatGPT and see if ChatGPT can help me structure this better if it's possible. So let's see. Can you help me? All right, so now I think we have basically the structure for what is going to be. On the days when the sun is out, I try to take my lunch breaks here, with the balcony door open so that I get direct sunlight on my body and face. And seeing as I'm also recovering from a cold, a bit of extra vitamin D won't really hurt. Also, it was first time this year that I could sit outside on the balcony. It's 5 degrees Celsius for reference, but there's no wind, so I could actually sit here. So let's start figuring out what the UI is going to look like. So the thing is, I didn't even have Adobe XD installed anymore, so I first had to download that, and then I could get started figuring out the UI. Alright, so I'm struggling to come up with like which app design to actually choose or which color scheme to kind of go for and style. So what I did was I went to Instagram and I basically asked a question on there to see which app design you guys like. And so yeah, I guess now we just wait to see which one people like the most, and then that's going to be the design that I'm going to base the app on. Alright, so I'm back from having ran a few errands, and here is the result. So 54% think that we should go with design number 1, which is this design. And I think that's the design that I like the most as well, so let's go with that one. Alright, so this is the color theme that we're going for. Alright, so here's the dinner that I'm having today. A celery stick. I also had some carrots before, and then some potatoes just baked in the oven, and a steak. Alright, so now I've had dinner and it is 6:30 p.m. Not the most productive day, but I can get started on the actual coding tomorrow. I haven't written a line of code, like I said, in almost 2 years, and I genuinely don't know what that will be like. All right, good morning. I didn't get that far yesterday, I only got here. And also my hair is looking like a mad scientist right now, but feeling a lot better today. I feel like I pretty much got healthy yesterday, but today I'm feeling really good. I am super tired, so not sure what that is about, but I slept really good. Anyway, now let's try to finish this up and get an idea of what the app will look like so that we can then start building it with Flutter. This day was basically spent finishing up the UI. I was hoping to get and expecting to get started with coding, but I guess I forgot how long the design part takes. At the end of this day, I'd spent a total of 10 hours just designing this absolute Mona Lisa of app designs. Alright, it is now Monday morning, and last time you saw me was Friday. And I'm feeling good, I don't feel sick, and I slept really well last night, about probably 8 hours. But last night I spent some time with people that might have been sick, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an NSDR, and this is basically not because I didn't get enough sleep last night, just because I think adding that on top of the really good night's sleep might help my probably slightly weakened immune system from the fact that I had a cold last week. So just to make sure that I don't catch whatever they had yesterday, I'm going to add an NSDR this morning just to, I don't know, help my immune system. That's my theory, at least. I do that sometimes. So I'm going to do it
deep
today.
rest is a powerful way to relax quickly and deeply. Take a long, slow inhalation, followed by a longer, slower exhalation.
Today is the day. Today is the day that we write the first line of code in almost 2 years. I was actually excited about this. Right now this is the design, and what I did was I actually shared the design on my Instagram again to get some feedback on which of these two we're gonna go with. Now the thing is, I'm not that great at UI design, so the only reason that this hopefully looks somewhat good is because it's based on the Pinterest photo that I found and other designs that I found on Pinterest. It seems like most people prefer this one. I think I prefer that one too, because it looks a little bit cleaner. Anyway, we're gonna get to actually coding the project right now. So Now we have to figure out, do I have Flutter installed on this laptop? I don't really know. That won't be a big part of this video because I've done that so many times before, but that is what I'm about to do. And I'm about to spend a couple hours probably just setting all that up. As I said that I'm gonna spend the next few hours trying to install Flutter. I didn't really think it was gonna take a few hours, but now it's been almost 2 hours, and the error that came up, which seems to always be the case from what I remember, is cocoa pods. Cocoa pods seems to always cause issues for me for some reason, but yeah. Let's see if we can type in Flutter create. Flutter create time tracker. So what I didn't realize after all this time away from the code is how many things I'd removed from my laptop that I needed in order to code. Like a text editor, for instance, which of course my text editor of choice is Visual Studio Code. Turns out if I installed it, Visual Studio Code with brew, then we can run the code command. So now run code time tracker. All right, we're in a Flutter project again. I think this is pretty cool. And I'm excited to get started and actually building this stuff out. All right, we have it running. Finally, that took way longer than I thought it was gonna take. 6 hours is what we're gonna do today. I've done 3 hours so far, which you can ask why it took me that long, but it did. Also, have a look at the sun just shining in to my living room in the background. Pretty nice after all the darkness of winter here in Sweden for the past couple months. Let's start building this out. Let's start by building, well, let's just start. All right, I just asked ChatGPT to give me some structure for how to structure the folders, and this is what it gave me. Okay, so now it's about 2 p.m. and I can feel like my brain is just slowing down a little bit. Last time I ate was 10 a.m. I think, and I've been working for about 5 hours at this point. That is to me a sign that I should take a break, get something to eat, and go work out. Okay, so right now it is 4 p.m. and I'm done at the gym, and I still have to go buy some food because I have absolutely no food at all at home. All right, so now I'm back, and it is just a little bit past 5, so we're doing good on time. And now, I guess the goal for today is going to be to finish this widget here, which is going to be one of these things. So that's what we're going to get working on. I feel like I forget or I've forgotten how to do certain things. Like, I remember being so fast at seeing a design of an app like this and then just realizing or just seeing like, okay, this is how I'm going to use rows and columns to be able to create this layout. I need to come up with some sort of way to ideally make it so that this whole section is 2/3 should be for this container and then 1/3 should be for this stuff. So right now I'm getting into, I feel a bit stuck and I feel a bit worried about how slow I am. So this to me feels like there's an easy solution to this that I'm just not seeing. It makes me a bit self-conscious when I'm filming this, and I feel like this is something where you guys will be watching and a lot of people will be like screaming at the screen because it's such a simple thing and it's like, fuck, just do it. It's, how can he not see this? Which makes me a bit worried about like how much stuff I've lost, how much I don't remember. I remember this stuff being so easy, but maybe this is a layout that isn't possible to get the way that I want with the method that I'm using. And I'm just right now forcing myself to use a method that I back in the day would have, like a year ago, I wouldn't have even thought about using this method because I would have seen straight away like, okay, that's not the way that I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it some other way. So there's so much uncertainty right now. I don't know if the method that I'm choosing is the wrong method or if I'm just not using the method in the right way. So that is what I'm thinking about. And I'm not confident in my ability to know that it's the right method or the wrong method. I think the only way is to hard code the length, basically the size of this thing, and then this widget will be expanded so that it will be as big as it can possibly be on the screen, and I think that's the only way that I can do it. Let me know if you know any smarter ways to do this, because I'm really interested to know if this is the best way to do it.
She was a pretty little liar who cut me deep, 'cause she left me here alone. Now my bed feels just like cobblestone.
Alright, I think, I mean, this is going to be the best way to do it, I think, because now we get what I was looking for, and we've now hard-coded the width here to be 30% of the screen width, which I think is about what we want.
Why did she go? I met her back in 2005. It was your crooked little smile that caught my eye. Time went by and it was her and I. She promised me to never leave my side, but she left me here alone. I know it's dumb, I still check my phone, 'cause I can't move on. Whoa. Why did she go? Whoa. Was I supposed to know that she'd leave? Was I too naive to think that she'd be the one? Whoa.
Alright, so it's about to turn 7 p.m. right now, and this is where I'm at. I've got basically this widget finished, which is pretty good, and it looks very similar to this, as similar as I can make it at least. We've made a lot of progress today. Actually gotten Flutter up and running, which took ages, and started to relearn some of the things when it comes to building apps again, which it's crazy to think how quickly you can forget these things. But yeah, pretty excited. I feel like I'm making a lot of progress right now, but it's 7 p.m. right now. I don't know how many hours I've worked today, but a few hours, and it's been a pretty long day, so I'm starting to get tired, which means I think it's a good time to call it a day, just get back to it tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have more energy and be a little bit more efficient tomorrow morning.